For this question, you're on the right track, but I think you're somewhat talking yourself in circles. So just to go through it again, we have ATP, which is made of ADP plus phosphate. And so these two, they are going to get converted into ATP. But because it's being converted into ATP, that reaction right there is going to be anabolic. So we're making something. And anytime something is anabolic, it's also going to be endergonic. So since it's endergonic, it requires energy. So we're going to have to get energy from somewhere. Okay, and just putting these two together right here, that's a phosphoanhydride bond that would be formed between this ADP, which is 2 phosphates, plus this third phosphate that we're going to add. Now you talked about a cycle, and so the cycle that you're referring to, I think, would be completing the other side right here. So that part would be hydrolysis of ATP. And hydrolysis of ATP, it's breaking the ATP apart. So that would be catabolic, and catabolic things actually release energy. And that's the whole point of them, because we run them so that they will provide energy for some other process. So ATP is hydrolyzed, or it's broken to get the energy that's required for a variety of things inside the cell. We would use this, so we would use the energy for endergonic things. And so I'll put endergonic reactions is what we use it for, which would be things like active transport or making complex molecules, things along those lines. Okay, so if we go back over here on this side, we have a limited supply of ATP. The ATP is going to be cycled all the time, such as what you see right here. So we have hydrolysis of ATP, which is breaking of the ATP over here. So this will get us energy, to put it in simple terms. And then this side over here is going to need energy. So to complete this side over here, it requires energy. We get that energy that's required from the food we eat. Specifically, this is going to come from cellular respiration. That's the whole point of cellular respiration. And so it's going to come from cellular respiration, which is going to include the breakdown of organic molecules, which breaking down glucose would be an example of an organic molecule. And that's usually how we look at cellular respiration, is starting with a glucose molecule, but we could break down other things like fat molecules, triglycerides, steroids, a variety of things. Okay, so don't get cellular respiration mixed up with the overall cycling of ATP. Cellular respiration does feed into this in that it provides the energy to make the ATP. But the hydrolysis of the ATP would be something that would happen after cellular respiration, because we would actually use the energy down here for whatever we happen to need energy for inside the cell.